Hi friends, welcome to my channel Renu's Chalk and Talk. If you are new, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my video with your friends and family. We completed present tense in that four forms, that is simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. And past tense also four forms: simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous tense. So eight tenses we completed. So far only four are remained. Today we do ninth one, that is simple future tense. In future tense also four forms are there: simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Okay, these also we do one by one. Simple future, so by name itself it talks about the actions that will take place in future, that will happen in future. Okay, the keywords are here in this: tomorrow, okay, after half an hour, or next day after tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, or in 2025, 30, 35, okay, so on and so forth. So actions that will take place in future. Will plus V1. Actually, for I and we shall use, but nowadays in modern English, even for in the textbooks and everywhere also, it's spoken anyhow it is there, but even in written also, textbooks also will plus V1 only, even for I, we, first person, singular and plural also they are using this will plus V1. Okay. But in interrogatives, like in question forms, we go for shall. For I and we, in interrogative sentences, we use. But in statements, we use will only. Even I too will use only will. Okay? Will after V1 only you have to write, not V2 or V3, no. Okay? Will plus will go, will come, will play, will eat, will drink. After that, first form only, base verb or root verb only you have to take. Then what is the structure? Subject plus will plus V1 plus object or any other words. We will play cricket tomorrow. We will play cricket tomorrow. Okay? Like that, you or I or he, she, it, and they also. You can use any subject or any names, nouns or pronouns. You can take up. Okay. Then when do we use this simple future tense? First one, spontaneous or instant decisions you have to take. In such case, we use simple future tense. It's raining, then I will take an umbrella. It is not like planned one or anything on the spot. Because it is raining, naturally I will carry one umbrella with me. So I will take an umbrella. It's a raining. And somebody came to your house and then they could not go, they don't have any vehicle available. Then what do? I will book a cab for you. I will book a cab for you. Okay, other vehicles are like autos and other modes of transport not available for them. Then what do you say to them? I will book a cab for you. Okay, then if you go to a restaurant and then the manager comes and asks you, would you like what would you like to have, or would you like to have something, then we'll say order based on the menu. We'll give an order, isn't it? We'll have chili paneer and corn soup, please. We'll have. Okay, that is also an instant and spontaneous decision you have to take, because based on the menu, you don't prepare in advance and go to the restaurant, or that based on the menu or availability on that day, what's available or what's the special things, then you will order accordingly. So these are the, like in such situations, spontaneous decisions you have to take. In that case, we use simple future tense. Let's see next one, what are the other uses of it. So second one, predictions. Okay, you predict something, like predictions based on your previous knowledge or your experience or personal opinion. Based on that, you make the predictions. In such cases, also we use simple present tense. I think you will find the movie interesting. I saw the movie and it was interesting, and I just tell you others also that I predict definitely you will also find the movie interesting. I got it, and I will suggest somebody also to watch that movie. Definitely you too will find it interesting. Okay, that in such cases we can use. Experts say food prices will rise. Food prices will rise. The experts, they say that. I am sure India will win the series because everything is favorable for our team. Then we'll say in such conditions, our team will win the series. Okay, this time because everything is favorable for us. We have good cricketers or some situation is there. And in that case also, we can predict that. When you make such predictions, what do? We use simple future. Okay, will find, will rise, see, will win. Everywhere you observe that will plus V1 only we are using. That you remember. Okay. Then to make promises also we use simple future tense. How? I will pay you back next week. I took some money from somebody, then I will pay you back by next week. Okay. I will get the documents. The boss gave you some work, then you are supposed to do that work or finish it by tomorrow. Then also you will say, yeah, I will get this document ready by tomorrow. You make a promise. Yeah, I will definitely complete this work by tomorrow. I will get it ready by tomorrow. In such case also you make promise. I will respond. Somebody, you received some mail. Then to give a reply, what do you say? I will respond within 2 days. Okay. And thank you very much. I will call you later to say something also over phone. I will call you later. I'll be in touch with you. So in such cases, to give the response, do you promise them that you are going to do something for them? In such cases, I will respond within 2 days. This is the reply for a mail. Then I will thank you. I will call you later. Okay. In such cases, so to make the promises also, we use simple future tense. Observe will after pay, will get, will respond. Everywhere you see will plus V1. Then next we do one more use. Now look at the fourth usage, offer. Okay. He will help you in this project work. He will help you in the project work. He will help you. Will help. Okay. You look tired, so take rest. I will do the rest of the work. Rest of the kitchen work I'll do. I'll finish the dishes for you. I will help you because you look tired and you just take rest. I will finish the rest of the work in the kitchen. I will finish the dishes for you. So, will finish. Then this, he is trying to lift the bag, but it is heavy. Then also you say he will carry your bag. Don't worry, leave the bag there, and my son will carry your bag, or he will carry your bag. So offering help. Okay, or I will help you in your homework. In doing your homework, I will help you. Okay, like this is an offer. You just give for somebody. Then also we use simple future to give an offer. Willingness to do something. Offer means willingness to do something. Negatives. Then to frame negative sentences, what do we do? Will plus not, not you insert in between will and we. This is an auxiliary verb and this is main verb V1. In between the two, insert not, then it becomes a negative sentence. And if you want to go for short form or contracted form, won't. Will plus not is equal to won't. Will plus not won't. So whenever you come across won't means it is a negative of simple future tense. Okay, it is a negative sentence. He will not go to school next week. He'll be going somewhere, so he will not go to school next week. She won't come tomorrow. Won't, isn't it? She will not is also correct. She won't come tomorrow. He will not win the competition. So in all these sentences, we are inserting not in between auxiliary verb, that is will plus V1 in between the two. You are inserting or placing not, then becomes a negative sentence. And last part, the next one, coming to questions. Now let us see questions. Last part, let us see the interrogative sentences or questions. First WH questions. When will you go to market? When will you go to market? See here, every time the same. You have to remember first WH question word, then auxiliary verb, then subject, and then main verb. Always there is an inversion of subject and verb. That is common. It is in any question form, it is there. First auxiliary verb, then subject. Unlike in the statements, first subject, isn't it? I will go to market. I is first subject, you start a sentence with this. Whereas in question, first auxiliary verb, then question. When will you go to market? What will you do? Which book will you read? Where will you go? When will you go? Where will you go? What will you do? Okay, all those are questions. And look at yes no questions also. Shall we use for I and we? Shall we use here? Shall we go for a walk? Shall we go for a walk or shall we go for a picnic? Shall we go for a party? Shall I close the door? Okay. Will you play with me? If it is any other word, will you play with me? Will you come to my house? Okay, then the answer is yes or no. That's why we call them as yes or no questions. This is all about simple future. So simple future talks about the future actions, isn't it? Will plus V1 and main keywords are tomorrow, next day, I mean to say day after tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, like that. So on, even years also. The future years also you can talk about in 2025, 30, 50, like that. Then 4.4 usages we have seen, isn't it? What are those? First one, making promises, making predictions, isn't it? Based on our knowledge, we make some predictions and promises, offers, isn't it? All these we use in simple future tense. And also negative sentences. How do you form the negatives? By inserting not in between auxiliary verb and main verb. And then last one is framing interrogative sentences. And the coming videos also we do the remaining tenses only we do. Thank you for watching my video.